Hey everybody, it's Kevin. Welcome to Kev's Daily Spiritual Vibe. Today is Wednesday, the 16th of June, 2021, and it is my mum's birthday. So happy birthday, mum, over in England. I spoke to her yesterday, so we had a lovely chat. She's in good spirits, having a good time. I don't know what on all they were getting up to today, but I think it's going to be special. Anyway, let's get right to the cards and see what our message of the day is. I'm determined to get this little chit chat down to about 30 minutes. I don't know why I feel like 30 minutes is about right, but it is. Here we go. Okay. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Thank you, angels, for reminding us that you're present and for revealing to me what I need to know and what I need to share with everybody. I'm willing to listen. I'm willing to receive. Whoop, there's a jumper. Well, actually, it's two. Let's put them back in. I think that was some mucky shuffling. There we go. Let's get real with the program. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Whoop, there's one that popped out. Well, it's a couple that popped out. All right, listen. Cards, get it together. There we go. I think they're having fun with me today, the guides. There we go. There we go, that one works. Let's see what this card has to say and how we pull the magic in. Compassion. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. I like this card. And I really love the images that Jennifer Hawkyard. It seems that, it's one of these intuitive types of artists that gets the word and the vibe and channels and brings forth these gorgeous images. So the angel of compassion is come with a message that it's time to be kind to yourself and give yourself a break when it comes to the inner feelings. There's an awful lot, as we know, as we've talked about, in the physical environment of the world that is coming together with a feeling of love and devotion in many, many aspects. We have obviously a very big several social issues that are popping up where folks are having differences of opinions. And so compassion pops in to guide you and to let us know that the angels, the spirits, are wrapping all of us and you in their light of compassion right now and inviting us to let go of conflict and any need to prove any point. The more resistance that goes up, the more fighting that happens, the unhappier and drained we're going to be. And we can point out other people's problems, we can judge other people. That's concentrating on negative energy. And it's going to hold us back. So the message for today is, do not let the actions, unjust, unkind actions of other people get in the way of your own joy and your own freedom, and take some time out to review where you are, where you stand, what your point of view is. Otherwise you get frustrated and more angry. So ask your angels to continue shining their light on the situation. You can say, thank you, angels, for reminding me of your presence, and thank you for shining your light in my world. It's so good to feel you. It's so good to see you. It's so good to be loved by you and filling me with your compassion. That's an easy ask, an easy prayer. Changing how you see yourself and how you feel about things will help change how others begin to see you. And the angels are surrounding you, coming around, encouraging you to see yourself through those loving eyes. You know, what I know about the angel world since I've been studying this year, and oddly enough, I chose the word of love in November as my mantra for this year, that we needed love. We needed to anchor love. And it's something that I feel like that's really not so much 1 year, because what happens at the end of the year, we choose another mantra to go by, maybe it's strength, but I think that love can keep going. It's like a never ending fountain that's unlimited. So all of the ups and downs that you faced lately, the setbacks, the blocks, the delays, all those insecurities that you've already overcome, and the setbacks that you've already surpassed and gone through and moved beyond, that is your truth. That you've got the resilience and you've got the strength. So now it's time for you to pull in the light of the angels, have compassion for yourself, have respect for yourself, and let the angel wisdom continue encouraging you to love and treat yourself the way you would love and want to be treated by other people. Let your actions be mirrored back to you, multiplied. Good time to get in touch with your guardian angel and say, thank you, guardian angel, for always being with me, for reminding me that you take care of all my burdens, and so it is. It may be a good time to set your alarm for a reminder that 3 times today, starting now, when you're getting this, and do it 6 hours from now, 5 minutes, get to your car, get to a place, turn off your devices. You can bring your hands to prayer. You can sit quietly, find a park bench, and give thanks for the things that you got, your lunch, your car, the weather, your clothes. And be thankful, grateful that the growth that you are experiencing, the good stuff, the blessings that you've already got that are coming, will continue. It's a good card for today, especially if we feel lost. We feel like, nobody gets it. Yeah, I like that. I like this lovely card and its lovely message. Time for our weekly, or our delve into what Melody Beatty has to say for the 16th of June. Speak freedom and equality in love. Seek freedom and equality in love. Are you deferring to someone in your life? When we relinquish control of our lives to somebody else, we also relinquish responsibility for our own happiness, our own well-being, our own joy, our own growth, and our own choices. It's healthy and normal to want to be nurtured. A partner can make our lives easier, take some of the load off. We are sent helpers, friends, and lovers. The divine arm of love reaches out through people, through our loved ones, to bring us the support we need. Opening to and receiving that support are essential to well-being, to joy, to happiness. But there's a difference between receiving help and support and being controlled. There's a difference between surrendering to love and surrendering to control. Relinquishing control can happen subtly, but its effects are powerful. We begin to believe we've lost our freedom. We begin to believe that someone else has taken it away. We feel stifled, repressed. Don't make other people responsible for delineating your boundaries. It's your job to take responsibility for your choices, your comings and goings, your well-being, your own path. If you feel you've relinquished your power, your freedom, take it back. Take responsibility for yourself. You don't have to defer to anyone. The times of being controlled are past. You can accept nurturing without being manipulated. You can accept love without being controlled. Set yourself free. Love exists only where freedom exists. Create relationships that are equal. There you will find love. So that is one of the things that I must say I find really admirable about this work I'm doing and this team I've joined with Kyle Gray. The first thing he gets out of the way before we do any group training is this statement that he makes, that we are all equal. And in the beginning, right at the beginning, I did find myself questioning that statement, because the more we find ourselves stating that we are the same as other people, it seems the evidence of difference shows up. And so I basically meditated about it. Other people can call the same thing prayer. You know, you hear folks say I prayed over it. And I wanted to know, well, where does the difference come from? You know, how do we get to the point where the intention is to see ourselves as one with others, the same as, but where does it get to where it isn't that way? Where does some folks feel slighted or not seen as one? And there's a slight difference, I think, between seeing yourself, well, we're equal. No one's above, below, and front, behind. The difference is that our experiences come differently. Not because, well, simply because even though we are one energy, one vibration, one human, as like you see one, you see everybody. However, if we put it in terms of notes on a piano, right? So you look at the keys of a piano. There are white keys and there are black keys. They're keys. They're notes. You push it, it makes a sound. You push another one, that makes a sound. You push another one, that makes a sound. But every one of those sounds is a tiny bit different. Every one of the people on the planet is a tiny bit different. Equally as powerful, equally as adaptable, equally as creative, equally as worthy. All of that is an equal playing field, except we've got slight differences. And the slight differences, when you match that up with other slight differences and other slight differences, you begin to get a power. Without the slight differences, the nuances, the variations, then we have too much of the same. There's not a lot of that balance happening. So you get a team of folks together, and I've heard it said by many powerful corporate moguls. They have hired people that can do something that better than they know how to do it. And they hire them for those strengths and those creativities. And they pay them for those strengths and creativities. And that whole consciousness works. The mogul who hires the person who's creative in doing whatever that needs to be done to make the bigger picture work is a smart person, because they recognize this person's got strengths over here that I don't have. I have strengths that they don't have. And that's how we really should be treating each other. I'm here with my intention to share what I got from doing this kind of work, from waking up after years and years and years of feeling not worthy, not equal, not seen, not heard, not even given the time of day, to realizing, oh, I do have the power. And then we went the other direction. I went way on the other direction. And the ego said, yeah, let's dance with this power. Let's get a little bolshy. Let's get a little rude. Let's start getting a little... And so the ego began to drive that bus until quickly, Spirit said, well, yeah, you've got some of this stuff works. The confidence were great. Yep. But then there was this rudeness that came with it. And I'll admit it. There were some times where I don't think my behavior was particularly kind, compassionate, or loving, caring. To where then I sort of meandered in the center. What I'm now realizing and understanding, and it's all coming from that statement of being one, is wow, if the divine source, universe, God, created me to do these big things, to create a platform for people, who am I not to turn around and say, okay, let me do it? Well, that's the ego. The ego says, I don't want to do it. Can't be bothered. No, you have that. Thank you very much. No, that's not me. And so that was the wake-up call. It isn't that, we can all try to say, well, we have to help other people. And my term of service intention, and I really don't know what the bigger picture looks like. I mean, there are folks that I believe have written books, and indeed I started writing one about my story, about how I got where I am and what I used to get there and the morals of it. And then I realized, well, there's an awful lot of books out there that kind of say the same thing. They do. They say the same thing. Then I got, oh, well, yeah, that's because we're all one. We're all the same. We're all doing the same thing. I then landed on the part of, well, personal growth and spiritual awakening and all of that almost seems like the same thing. Yeah, it is. It's the same thing. You're saying the same thing. Yep, that's it. You got it. Oh, okay. And there was a piece of me, and still is, well, how do you say something different? Well, that's where it becomes the attraction of what you're saying may be the same as what a lot of other people are saying in slightly different ways. Oh, okay. You can put things in a way that other people can't really explain it. But the people who need to get it, get your rendition of it, because there's a connection. And so what I got from my wise ones and my spirit guides who talk all the time, the more I do this, the more I'm flexing that spiritual muscle of connecting with people and reminding them of their power, reminding me of that they can do it, the more that I help someone else rise into it. And that's not the point of, I'm not interested in being seen as anybody special. What I'm interested in doing is connecting other people with their own soul path, their own passion, what lights them up, what gets them going, what allows them to see themselves as equal to others. And yes, sometimes I do see that my old patterning in the actions of other people, the sort of egoic way of being, that, oh, I'm so important, I've got this and that. I see it. I can see it. And then I understand it. Because initially I'm thinking, well, that's kind of rude. But then I quickly understand, yep, that was where I was. I got that. I understood that was a bit cheeky, a bit rude, a bit condescending, a bit disrespectful. And when I'm looking at that and I'm seeing it show up in other people, that they're being that way, I'm reminded that that is an example to show you how not to be, not an example to tell you to tell them to stop it. They're going to have to come to that on their own, honestly. Yep. So have compassion for yourself, especially if you're struggling. And typically, if you've got the law of judgment popping up, where you are seeing people do things that you don't feel like is kind, right, decent, even if they've done it to you, first look at, was that intentional? Did they intend to piss me off? Did they intend to be unkind? Did they realize that they were? It doesn't matter, but it stops the knee-jerk reaction. It stops you going down the hill of hurt, sitting in the, that ditch that we don't want to sit in, feeling put on, feeling taken for granted, feeling left out, feeling minimized. No. That's your ego coming to get you, reminding you that, yep, they don't care, they don't want you, they don't see you, they don't love you. That's an absolute lie. Because their actions were blind. They couldn't see it. Truthfully, hand on heart, I believe that those who care about me and love me, that do things that I feel like are a little bit off, didn't do it intentionally. Didn't realize that I felt that was a bit off. Didn't realize that how I was receiving it wasn't quite right. And that's now how I've learned compassion. Let me sit with it. Let me give it up to the spirit world and say, thank you for showing me the best way that I can handle this situation. And thank you for resolving it in my heart. And then I let it go. Period. Done. It's not please, will you, I need, I want. It's not a laundry list of things that you need to provide for me. I think that's a misconception of the universe, that miracles, yes, they're available, but you've got to be grateful for them. You've got to lift that vibration up and realize, wow, I can have all of this, and I'm grateful for having it. I'm grateful for the gifts. I'm grateful for, wow, yes, that the gas station's open 24 hours. That, wow, the pumps are filled with, fuels. I can fuel up my vehicle. And gracious, thank you for the person who gave me a cup of coffee today that I didn't ask for, but thank you, I'm grateful. Everywhere, no matter what, I come in contact with a person who is doing something for me. I'm grateful for you. Thank you so much. And go on. And that has, in itself, bit by bit, sharing that level of compassion with other people. At one point, I would have thought someone that kept doing it was an absolute Looney Tune, because it really was odd. It's a bit hippy-dippy. And it took a bit of me cracking the shell of the ego and saying, you know what, I got to be a little bit better at this. I got to get a bit kinder. And don't get me wrong, I'm not a pushover by any means. I still have that rod of bluntness, of truth, of honesty. It's a little bit softer though. The approach is a bit softer. I'm looking at it like, well, that person's equal to me. How would I want them to tell me? How would I want to learn that lesson? I wouldn't want to be slapped. I wouldn't want to be shouted at. I wouldn't want to be punished. I would just like some kindness and compassion to say, I need to clear something up that is an issue, and I hope you're going to receive it with kindness and love. And then up it goes. Sometimes when you come in front of a situation, an awkward conversation, with that premise, what your intention is, always set your intention. What do you intend to do? With this conversation, what is it that you want? And trust me, if your intention is to hurt, maim, get revenge, feel better because they did something to you and you need to do it to them, that is not compassion. That is you becoming equal to the crimes that they've committed, but then everybody's suffering. Everybody's stuck in this ditch where nothing's moving forward. We've been taught that to back down from a situation, to back away from a situation, to have compassion for an awkward conversation is the sign of weakness. We've been taught that's failure. We've been taught that is losing. So, the opposite side of being taught that is fighting, pushing, shoving, shouting, violence, unkindness. Certainly the other end of compassion, and not something I want to align myself with or be with. I can't honestly expect people to want to do business with me, sit in my chair, or come to me for readings if I'm wearing all of that. If I've got all that nonsense going on. So if I'm willing to listen to what the spirits are telling me, and so far I have not yet got a message that is not right on the money at all. And if you're wondering, well, how is he able to say that? I can give you a laundry list of names and phone numbers of references of people that have said, good gosh, yes. I'm not saying things to people that are any different to what a friend would say. And my goal and my intention in doing these things every day and wherever I go is to turn that light on, to help people see how powerful they really are. And by my own intuition, which is coming directly from their spirit guides. I don't know about these people's past. I don't know what their journey was until they sit right in front of me. And then it's like downloading a movie. And I begin to get information and see the things, the road that these folks have taken. And I can sort of get an idea of, well, 3 or 4 weeks ago, and it usually is about a year. Sometimes I've been lucky enough to where a grandparent or a relative that was with this person in the same life that will be willing to say what they are hoping this person will realize. And they're willing to say, show them this, remind them about that, and that's how that information comes. But when it starts to come like that, then I realized I had this responsibility. People might call it a gift. Well, that's putting myself up on this, I'm this wonderful gifted person. No. Just like everybody else. And my job or choice is to try to help people, guide them in the direction that I think would work for the right now. And that might be saying, here, look, I study under Kyle Gray now. Before that was Baron Baptiste. Before that was other people. You're going to find your master. When you're a student of life and you're looking to learn the lessons, you're going to find your master. And I feel like I've gone all around the houses and haven't really talked about compassion. Bit, but not much. 28 minutes. We're almost there, people. I've read my book. I've got my card. This good job. We're ready to go with the meditation. Wow, I'm so proud of myself today. Feet flat on the floor. Thank you, angels. I see them. They're up and they're around. They're sitting. Whoops. Okay. And then just bring your feet flat to the floor. Your palms facing upward. And then a lovely open your heart. You can even stretch your arms up, stretch your arms out wide. Just integrate your physical body with the space that you're in. Here, now, today, Wednesday, this moment. Big breath in. Side out and let it go. Ooh. Follow your breath. Settle into a deep state of relaxation. Bring your mind to the soles of your feet and feel them on the floor. You can lift the toes and spread them. You can press the outside blades of each foot into the ground. Press the center of both heels down. Press the big toe mound of each foot down just to connect yourself with the love and the support of the Mother Earth. If there's anything heavily weighing on your heart, worry, awkwardness, and you wish to be unburdened from it, think of it as a liquid and feel it going down through your body from the place that it is coming from. Usually your heart, if it's emotional. If it's traumatic, it could be your heart. If it's physical and it's got your guts twisted and your tummy in a knot, just breathe in some light to the area of your body where you feel that tension. It might be even in your shoulders, your neck, your jaw. Take a breath in and send light to that area. As you take a breath out, imagine that you have released it, popped the balloon, and sent the energy of it down into the earth. The Mother Earth wants it. The Mother Earth deserves to have it. The Mother Earth's purpose is to line themselves up with removing all of the things that hold you back. Now sit quietly, following your breath. As thoughts come, as your mind begins to do its chattering, you start thinking about the day or the laundry list or whatever it is you need to do. Let that float on by. Don't make it mean anything. Don't attach any emotion to it. Just off it goes. See the thoughts like traffic. Let it just keep going. Deep breath. Bring your mind to either your feet, your hands, your belly, or your heart, or all of those places. Focusing your consciousness on part of your physical body, hands, seat, and feet, anchors your grounded mind, keeps you in the space of the here, right now. As you deepen your breath, relaxing with each one, let your consciousness, your inner eyes, settle in your third eye space. Imagine that the area between your eyebrows is a window, a lens, a viewpoint, and open it. This is the viewpoint and the lens to your soul. Essentially, you're pushing pause on any other time frame but right now. Not connecting to the past, not connecting to the future, but just settling your mind, your consciousness, and your clairvoyant sight through the viewpoint of your third eye center. As you settle your mind in this viewpoint, this window, get the sense that above your head is an opening. And the first station, 6 inches or so up, is your soul star chakra. Think of it as a lens of a camera opening up. And above that forms 12 or so inches. Perhaps you can think of it as the roof of the room you're in is the stellar gateway. Slightly wider, much brighter. Also part of the chakra system. The wheel, the circle. With your mind feeling these 2 chakras open wide, and your third eye focused on this new soul viewpoint, picture white light, golden light, and energy in the particles of the light coming down through the stellar gateway, being drawn into your physical body, landing in your heart space, pouring down into the soles of your feet and connecting to the crystalline layer of the earth. And take your time to settle into this image. Take your time to experience your third eye, clairvoyant vision, the view towards your soul path, your soul purpose, what your guide is telling you. Then we send up the prayer, thank you, angel, if you're speaking to your guardian angel, or thank you, angels, plural, if you're talking to all of them. You can say thank you, spirit guides that are non-angelic. Thank you, keepers of the Christed light. Thank you, ascended masters, whoever you feel like sharing your gratitude with, and have your heart open to what you are truly grateful for. Let the emotions in your heart space lift and lighten. Thank you, angels, for revealing to me what I need to know. I feel safe. I feel free. I'm willing to listen. I'm willing to receive. And so it is. Bring focus to what you would like to receive, what you would like to accomplish. Then say thank you, angels, for providing me with the miracles that I ask for. And thank you, divine timing, for bringing it to me in such a divine way. I love watching how the universe manifests everything I desire, and so it is. And just keep basking in this beautiful golden light that's shining down above your head from the stellar gateway, right from source energy, right from God's creative energy, replenishing, recharging, replacing all that you have released and let go, all of the frustrations and the worries, all of the lower vibrational energy is now being cleared and replaced with what you require to serve your purpose. When you're ready, bring your hands to prayer heart center. Lift your thumb knuckles to your third eye center, and let's honor everybody on the planet as we bow and say Namaste. Thank you, my friends. Meditation is just sitting quiet. You can put on some peaceful music. You can listen to guided meditations if you feel like there's something you want to accomplish. Plenty of them on YouTube, plenty of them on whatever music subscription you subscribe to. And you can choose a time that you want to work with. Some of them are an hour long, some of them just 5 minutes, some of them 16 minutes. There's some beautiful ones on raising your vibration that are meditation tapes. Anyway, I hope this message was helpful. Please like and subscribe, and we will see each other soon. Lots of love. Bye.